What's up, YouTube? Country CEO back again with another video, man. Look, I got a good one for you today. It's your first day. What does that look like? Right? Someone wanted to know a while back, it's your first day. What does that look like? What can I expect? Country CEO. All right, it's a good one, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. So, first of all, it's your first day, and you must learn the system of how that particular place does what they do, right? All right. And so, in order to be sufficient and efficient in this particular place, you need to learn their system. You need to be attentive. All right. And then you need to learn how to ask questions of other truckers. There's no shame in asking other truckers about the system and how things go on that particular job. All right. But you need to be attentive and pay attention. It's your first day there and see how things would go, right? But I'm going to give you a hypothetical example of what I would do and what you should do if, say, for instance, you're on an asphalt job, right? Go on to this asphalt job. You're going to the plant for 7 o'clock in the morning. What should you expect and what should you do first time there, right? Your bed. Let's assume your bed is already ready to go. It's clean and you ain't got no issues with that, right? All right. So the first thing that I would do is I would try to talk to the dispatcher or the guy that's loading the trucks, right? Down here in Louisiana, typically that's going to be done on a CB, right? They don't really like to allow truckers up in the lounge or where they load from, because then it begins a place where guys try to hang out and there's too much going on up there. They don't like that, right? But you got the CB radio. All right, so check in. First of all, with the dispatcher. Hey, this is truck so-and-so, reporting to work, blah, 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 right? Introduce yourself, okay? All right, you can even tell them that, hey, I'm new, it's my first day, got a few questions, right? All right, so you can ask them stuff like where to line up at, right? Which silo, right? The silo is the thing that has the asphalt in it. All right, so which silo is he going to be loading out of, right? So you know which silo to come up under, right? All right, so where to line up at, which silo, and then ask him how does the system works as relates to where you get your ticket from, right? All right, most of you know if these silos and offices are up in the air, right? And so they typically got a system to where they send your ticket down into some kind of funnel or system and you get the ticket down at the bottom, right? That's typically how it works here, all right, that we get our tickets like that, okay? All right, but you're going to talk to and communicate with this dispatcher over the CB about this very thing, right? Because you're trying to see how does this thing work, okay? All right, so that's what I would call, first of all, check in when you first get there. Check in with the loader, the dispatcher, the main guy, all right? Number 2, get in line. Observe what the other truckers are doing, all right? Take a look and see how they are working the system that you just been told about, right? All right, so get toward the end of the line is what I would do. I would get toward the end of the line so I can start looking at how this thing is going down, right? All right, the second thing that I would do is I would talk to another driver, preferably the guy in front of me, about what I need to do and how the system works, right? All right, so look at what I've told you so far. You've talked to the dispatcher, but now you're talking to a driver who is accustomed to being over there about what you need to do and how the system works, okay? So you're getting a repeat of the same information, which it makes it better to retain, okay? All right. As I said earlier, if your bed is not already ready, it should be by then. But if it's not, at this point, you kind of go up under this sprayer that wets your bed down. Everybody knows that we sometimes will put diesel in our beds that makes the asphalt come out a whole lot better, all right? So you're in line, your guy in front of you has got loaded. Basically, you see how he's done it. You go up on it, you get loaded, right? You get your load, all right? Now, what you need to find out about loading with asphalt, is it going to be one drop of asphalt? Is it going to be 2? All right. A lot of places can drop the whole 18, 19 tons in one load. Some places drop their first load, want you to pull up a little bit, drop the second load. You got to check all that out, be careful, and see how their system works in regards to that, right? That, matter of fact, that'll be one of them questions you can ask the dispatcher as well, right? You drop 1 time or you drop 2? Or and ask the driver again, how many times they drop? 1 time or drop 2? Okay. All right. So you're observing the other trucks and how they're working within the system. You've checked in and talked to the loader and the dispatcher. But then thirdly, all right, you arrive on the job. You've got your load. If you don't know where you're going or you don't know how to work a GPS, I would probably ask that guy in front of me, to let me follow him on the first go round, right? All right, so you arrive on the job. Here you go again. You need to observe how they're lining up. All right, some cases you have to pull forward and bag down a road to the machine. Sometimes you have to go in, pass the machine up, and then bag out to the machine. All right, so when you arrive on the job, you need to be attentive to how the system is working. Okay. All right, and you do that by doing what? Just simply observing the other trucks and what they're doing. But then the other thing you need to observe is where they're dumping at, where they're cleaning out at. I'm sorry, where they're cleaning out at. What are you talking about, Country CEO? Well, after you dump asphalt, there's still always some that may be sticking on your tailgate right there at the bottom of the bed. And what you have to do when you let your bed down, there's a clean out spot. And what that clean out spot in asphalt jobs is just a place to where they allow you to raise your bed up, get your shovel, go back there and knock the excess asphalt out on the ground or in a designated spot, right? So you need to see where's that spot. They pretty much going to tell you, all right, on these jobs that the clean out is so-and-so, whatever. That's what they mean, right? All right, and that's important because you don't want to put excess asphalt someplace that is not supposed to go. That could cause you some problem, right? All right, so look. So once you work this system, rinse and repeat, right? Rinse and repeat. Only thing, you don't have to worry about checking in with the dispatcher, asking all him these questions when you go back to the plant. All you're going to be doing then is, hey, truck number so-and-so back on the yard, right? And he going to tell you whether to come under. And if the silo is changed, he might tell you silo 2 or whatever. And guess what? You have now integrated yourself into the system, and all you do is just work their little system that they have in place on how they want it to be done, right? All right, so look. This video has been valuable to somebody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Share this video with someone who may have also been wondering about what does my first day look like. All right, and I just gave you what a typical day would look like if you're going to haul asphalt. All right, man, look, that's all I got. I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy. I'm gone.